Yeah, what it is, growers, you know. Today's March 15th, 17th, middle of March, all right? What we got going on in the allotment, all right? Yeah, loads of stuff. But I think it's best for us to start with the improvements, you know what I mean? Like, do you even think about stuff like that? Like, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I think about how can I improve on the year that I had before. So the whole time, when people think you're not supposed to be growing, we're going through the winter time and stuff like that, we were building, you know, building. Let me just show you, come on. So yeah, straight into it, let's come on. We ain't making this a long thing today, right? We got loads to cover in a little bit of time. So I could definitely say that this is a good place to start. Seed station, you know, where everything comes. So this is new. This was built within the last 2-3 weeks out of bamboo and just tossed away racks. So we have tons of seeds here. There's literally hundreds of things here. And this is just the start. So having a place that we could allow the seeds to germinate and everything, stuff like that. Because even if you just look at stuff like here, right here, I got red lettuce, tatsoi, beetroot, and got onions. Just in this small tray, there's hundreds. You know what I mean? Hundreds, literally. We do got a lot of space, so. And we grow as well to be aiming towards self-sustainability, right? That's what we're after. So I know people grow for different reasons, just for a hobby, whatever. No, I grow so I don't have to step my ass in the store that much, you know, really and truly. So got that going. There's more stuff right here, more seed starter. You can see some coming up. Got loads of things that we haven't planted out because it's not ready to plant out here. We still haven't passed our last frost dates, but you can see the potatoes, boones over there. Let's move faster. So yeah, it may be too cold outside to drop the potatoes, but we got potatoes in bags. So what I'm doing over here is every day we're putting a new bag, a new grow bag with potatoes in there. There's 2 to 3 potatoes depending on the size of the potatoes in there, and we'll mound that up over time. So I'll just show you the seed station. That's a big improvement from last year. And right here, this whole space right here, this used to be an extension of the greenhouse. A plank used to come all the way over here and it wasn't used. So we decided pull out the whole decking area and let's get this ready for growing. So it's a no dig process that we did with this. We put cardboard down on top of it and I put a lot of compost and different things, probably about a good 4 or 5 inches deep, aside from the existing ground that's right there. So that already is just loads different. Still talking about improvements. In here in the Polytunnel, put some time into here. You know, anything about like any growing space that you have undercover, think about that as your prime real estate, right? Greenhouse is prime real estate. Polytunnel is prime real estate. So I really want to maximize how I use this. So yeah, we had a lot of stuff growing over here last year and things strung up, but the addition of all these bamboos, you see each and every bamboo, all those are new. Those are going to become vertical growing structures. You could already see what it started doing here. So just on one bamboo alone, put three of the things, and that's going to grow other plants. So imagine all of these now. So without even counting it, we probably got about a good close to 50, 60 sticks in here. 50, 60 sticks that I could put three new plant pots on each. That's a lot, right? It's like 150 plants going upwards. So that is a big step up from last year already. Come on. And we're going back this way. because I want to show you the strawberry bed. That's another improvement. So all the strawberries was here for a long time, but we're going to take the strawberries out of here and we're going to create a hanging structure right here and place all the strawberries here into grow baskets. We got the grow baskets ready. So strawberries going to be coming out the top and they're going to be coming out the bottom. I'm going to put holes and plug in the strawberry plants right through there. So we're going to transplant those strawberries from over there into here. And all of these will be right here in a nice line. Come on, people, come on, people, come on, people. This over here, we definitely maximized, like in comparison to last year, the growing that we had. Okay, so the Hugo culture bed has been stepped up tremendously. It's damn near 3 to 4 times the size that it was last year. Put on 5, 6 wheelbarrows of compost, mulch, nutrients, manure, tons of different things. So, and this gave us tons of stuff last year as it is. Do you know what I mean? So always improving on the things as you go along, right? This bed right here, this big scarab bed. So it wasn't here before. It was a fraction of the size. I say about, it was 75% smaller. So really expanded this, you know, and as you grow, you learn more things, and all the things that I've been learning about soil nutrition and stuff like that, we put it in this and just made it bigger. Right here. We just had this before, but now we extended the bed. The bed goes through here. It follows the way all the way around through here, and the bed opens out. Big growing space. Turn over here. This ring bed was more flat. We built it up. We put more soil in it, another 4 or 5 wheelbarrows of soil. So we could plant loads more things in here and deeper things as well. All of the beds are deep. No matter what you see, they're all deep. We could all plant deep vegetables in there, you know, potatoes or whatever we decide to, right? So they're deep. They're not just 2-3 inches. They're deep. Right here. Before, this was just for the blackberries and we just walked on this area. So now we have a whole big bed going all around, right? This triangular shaped bed. So all new growing spaces, and it was built with in mind that there's a trellis right here already. So have the option, plant in the back row, things growing up the trellis, and having a whole bunch of things over here that could sprawl out if need be. Okay. This whole extension is new. This part right here. Now, why was this built? This was built primarily for what? To solve a problem. We had a whole bunch of corn and we didn't eat damn near none of it. Had like 50, 60 plants, and we probably had like maybe about 4 or 5 pieces of corn or something like that. The squirrels took everything. So I said, okay, next year, we're gonna build something and we're gonna place all of our corn in there, and we won't have to worry about trying to protect it from everything because it's already gonna grow in this protected area. So you can take a look in there real quick. The ground is already ready to go. It's prepped. This ground has a combination of coco coir, vermiculite, compost, store-bought compost, and compost that we make ourselves, all turned in it, and it's been sitting down there for the last, 2 months. Our bioreactor / our super composter is still going, you know. With this, you don't have to turn it. You don't have to do none of that. You just leave it here. So if you're not familiar with that, with this type of composter, check out Johnson Sioux Bioreactor. You know, I do have a video somewhere on my page that it shows me building this. It's one of the best things built last year. Come on. So still after improvements, right? So when we step in here, this bed here was just built primarily for the carrots, right? So this bed here is sandy soil. It's like 50-50, sandy soil. So it could grow carrots in here, could grow potatoes and stuff like that, but really have other area for potatoes. This is primarily for the carrots. So this time, instead of just planting things wherever, I'm thinking about what I want to plant and what does that food require? What does that plant require? Do you know what I mean? So I want to build the bed or create the growing space for the plant instead of just assuming that, yeah, everything's fine, you know, the plant could grow anywhere. No, let's create the space for the plant, you know. So that's just the evolution in my thought process out here growing as well. So you can see the difference right here. And made this pathway as well, because before it was just a big bed and it was weird coming in here and reaching, getting stuff like without just trampling on other plants. So we put pathways, mulch pathways in between, right? To give us better access. So these same growing structures right here, you saw some of that in the vertical cold frame. I'm gonna put more of these. This was an experiment last year, but things were growing. I had tons of different things growing, from lettuce, spinach, pak choy, tatsoi, even beans, even tomatoes. You know, just didn't understand about the amount of soil that was really needed. But if you saw the stuff on the inside, on the polytunnel, all these plastic bottles, they're bigger. So more soil in there. So I'm gonna do the same thing for here and ram that out. You know, all this going right across, all that going right across. Gonna fill out the back, gonna fill out some of the sides, gonna fill out the other sides. This is just the start. Like, you see just a few things going on here, but like come summertime, you're gonna remember this video and be like, yo, it's gonna be like real forest, right? All right, come on. I'm still talking about just improvements that we did. You know, I deal a lot, or primarily, with holistic health, you know, Kemetic yoga, ancient Egyptian yoga, science of the mind, nutrition, cleansing, healing, you know, training, all that. So the gym station, lovely. Use it all the time. Great with my clients as well, with the children, my partner. We got a pull-up station. We got a dip station here. You know, it's part of it. It's like, you know, we created something that we want to come to. You know, it's not just for growing, right? It's not just for growing, it's for enjoyment. It's for love, it's for fun, it's for nature, it's for connections, it's releasing, it's all of those beautiful things. You know, come on right here. This is another way that we've been getting all the great soil. So we're stepping on soil. So what we normally do, we just dig up the soil. You see that big ass hole? And we bring the soil over here and we drop it in this big sieve. Stay with me. We drop it in this big sieve. And then from that, all the crap that we don't want stays on top here. The sticks, the plastic, the garbage that was in the soil, the big rocks that we don't want in the ground. We don't want our vegetables to fight through that, or our fruits. It drops in here, and this is a lot of the stuff that we discard. Stuff like that, stuff like this. I'm telling you, we save so much money. Like, I could literally create 3-4 wheelbarrows of beautiful soil that doesn't have any of these things in there in a matter of 20-30 minutes. You know, it's lovely. We improved on this Hugo bed right here, leveled this one up, another 3-4 wheelbarrows of tons of things, straw on another layer. And pulled off a lot of the growing structures that was coming out of the Hugo bed, because I learned that if you just look at where we are, you see the big tree around and stuff like that. You know, we also got to work with, you know, these rodents out here and the animal life that's here. And they love just jumping and climbing on anything. So just removed any of the vertical growing from here. And boom, this is another beautiful project of mine as well. It's been a year building, you know, with hands. This is just, say, a multi-purpose shed. Could do so many things in there, you know, still being built, but this was created from our own hands. No one else coming in here, you know, just step by step. That's it. You could do whatever you put your mind to. As long as you stay consistent with it, it's fine. Who cares? Failure is part of the process. I don't know what I'm doing out here, but I'm committed, you know, and I love being out here. So it's just cool, you know. And still going. This is part of the gym. Got a ladder going up. And bring you around here. Last improvement. What we did on the other side, did it over here as well. Got our rainwater. Built the rainwater running off the roof. It's collecting in here. And yes, there's water. Rainwater. This is a 1,000-liter tank. So that's where we are, you know. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Yeah? All right.